I'm having to come on again because the reception was very bad earlier. I want to speak to all the venues out there that have tuned in today in relation to my special venue consultancy advisory. Now, what it entails is, in a nutshell, is helping the venues, especially we've been through a terrible COVID-19 period, we're still within the pandemic. They may want to refresh, they may want some fresh ideas, they may want to increase revenue. They may want to increase their supply relationships and they don't know how to do it. Customer service, social media, 360s, marketing, lead magnets, reviews, unique selling points, landmarks, and so much more. Now these days, a lot of people that are looking for wedding or events venues are millennials. People that were born within the 1980s, for example. So the way to do it these days is, because things are very, very interactive, these people are very, very technologically minded. One way to actually really promote your venue and do it, on your social media, on your website, and anywhere else, is by having a 360 view. Now, having a 360 view on your website and social media will increase exposure massively, because a lot of people literally who are looking for venues are sitting in their armchair just relaxing nicely, and they're looking through different venues, they're doing their research, and if they come across yours and see, oh, I can have a really fantastic look at this venue, I can have a look at the rooms, I can have a look where we might be sitting down having dinner, where we can have a ceremony, accommodation for the guests, the outdoor spaces, where we're going to, the evening party, and that's so many other options. So, that's certainly something for a venue to consider. Venue Insider gives lots of different ideas on this, because there's about 10 venues on there that that are featured on Venue Insider. So it will show you exactly where I'm coming from here. So, and also to really enhance the experience for the for those that are looking, is maybe have a little chat portal. So a chat portal will make the experience so much more personal. So the clients are looking, they're seeing the 360 on your social media or on your website, and they can click a little button and say chat now. So so there'll be somebody there, if they want to ask any questions. It makes it so much more personable, So basically, even if they hit the chat button, and you can say you are now connected with so and so, so and so. So they've got a name as well for a person. Makes it even more personal. Now, talking about being personal, what I've suggested to venues in the past is one very, very, very big thing. I think it's a big thing, and I think it's important. On your social media, on your website, introduce yourselves. Have a video of each of you talking about what you do, how you can help the clients, the value you're giving to your clients. And maybe also talking live about your venue space. There's so much you can actually do. The clients, I believe, want an interactive experience. They want to be able to look on a website and look for everything. They want to hear you talking about your venue with passion. They want to hear you talking about spaces. As I say, the 360. It's lots of things. I also believe reviews is so important nowadays. To show reviews of both from video reviews and also personal written reviews, very, very, very good. Reviews show credibility. This is reviews from both. There could be from wedding or event suppliers that have worked at the venue. So, an AV company, could be a photographer, a videographer, a DJ, a toastmaster, and then what you do is you load them up on your media, you load them up on your website. Video reviews, fantastic. If you can get video reviews from clients talking about their experience live, nothing like it. And the same with fellow wedding and event professionals. Get them talking about you. Get them talking what they thought about the spaces outside, what they thought about the catering, the service they had from you guys. So, it gives the client more confidence. The more you have, the more armoury you have, the more you're going to stay ahead of the competition. Now that brings me on to sponsorship. You've got lots and lots of different big wedding shows. You've got lots of different awards taking place that are related to the industry. Why not become a sponsor? Look at what you can look at the exposure you're going to get. Look, you know, these award companies, they're big. The people that organise the awards, you know, so maybe sponsor them one way or another, so you get your brand out there more, and it makes your brand stronger. It's keeping, as I say, keeping ahead of the competition in as many ways as you possibly can. Building those supplier relationships, as I said, customer service from start to finish. You know, the customer service needs to be spot on. So basically, from the initial inquiries, the initial inquiries down to the banqueting teams, caterers. You know, if you've got in-house caterers, everything needs to be spot on, and everyone needs to speak to each other regularly. Everyone needs to bounce ideas off of each other regularly. For example, sales might have had somebody in sales might have had a brilliant idea. Have a meeting 3 times a week with your marketing teams, you know, and their marketing can perhaps reflect on what's working and what's not working, you know, because obviously they'll have figures as well. Because it's always important that the sales ask where the inquiries have come from, and then they'll take you, put it in your CRM, and it'll be logged, you know, and then reports can be run off. So, you know, you don't want to be advertising in the wrong places either. You want to be attracting the right type of people, you know, that may be interested in your venue, in your brand, so to speak. Now that brings me on to unique selling points. Always have unique selling points. You want to be ahead of the competition. Don't let the competition be ahead of you. What makes you so unique? What are you offering that they're not? Okay, reviews, customer service, you know, you might have accommodation on site, fantastic outdoor spaces, but what else can you do that makes you stand out? Of course, a live review from a supplier, a photographer who's just worked there. Brilliant, you can get that, gives you a step ahead. But I'm talking about benefits of your venue. Maybe show the kitchen space, maybe get the chef talking about, you know, how he enjoys working at your venues, the challenges and the experiences. The more, as I say, it's all about armoury. The more you can show about your venue as a whole, the better it is. I mean, your website, going on to websites now, you need to make sure your website is clean. Have the best photos in on your website, the best videos to promote yourselves on social media, on Pinterest, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Use all of these platforms, but only show the best pictures. Show really good pictures. Show really good videos. You know, clients might want to see room setups. You know, how have they want to see room setups in the past? So, for example, you know, there might have been a function a couple of weeks ago. There might have been an event. Show them, give them ideas what the room looks like, what can be done with the lighting. You know. It really is so much, you know, and also you can discuss with them about wedding insurance. Don't forget to discuss wedding insurance with the clients. The clients need to be told how important wedding and event insurance is. Now, you may not be qualified to actually tell them the ins and outs, but there are plenty of blogs which can tell them, and there's plenty of companies online which will give them professional advice. So it's important they have the insurance that they need for their function, because if anything happens, there's a venue closure, a venue has basically venue's got into liquidation, there could be damage at the venue, there could be problems, you know, you might not be able to get through the loading bays, you might have decided to have decoration done inside the venue yourselves. Anything, really, anything but anything, you know, they'll be covered for. You know, obviously except for pandemics now, which has no coverage before. But, you know, the photographer, for example, has taken photos. They haven't come out properly. A supplier doesn't turn up on the day. It's, you know, the wedding dress is ruined. You know, there really is so many things. Death in the family, a relative passing away. Unfortunately, you know, bride and groom, unfortunately, one of them passing on. Redundancy, so important, you know. The last thing you want that the clients to do is to be, you know, they'll be liable for a bill, you know, and they'll be made redundant. They're not going to want that. They're going to wonder why they haven't been recommended wedding insurance. So please, you know, if you can, tell them the benefits of having wedding insurance. You know, lead magnets. Very, very important. So, you know, on your social media, a lead magnet might be, for example, here are 5 reasons which make our venue the venue that it is. Why is it special? Why is our venue so special? And then what they'll do is the potential clients might put an email address in and they'll get 5 reasons why. But before you know it, you've got hundreds of email addresses, hundreds of new prospects. So, you know, there's loads and loads and loads and loads of ways that can be actually discussed in this sort of instance, you know, to make your venue the best it can possibly be. But important is, don't let the competition slip in. You know, make sure you keep training your staff. Keep them up to date. Make sure your media, your website is up to date. Be original. Be receptive to new ideas. Don't be stuck in the past. Move forward with the times. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very, very much for tuning in. My name's Jonathan. I will be delighted to help you. Invite me on site. Let's have a little chat. I do a very, very nice consultancy where we get everybody involved. You know, and we have lots of questions. So I would say basically the people you might need are your sales, your marketing, your banqueting team, your caterers. And anyone else you feel that's relevant, get them involved. Let's discuss the ideas. Let me give you lots of ideas. Let me inject some fresh ideas into you. So, you know, let's work together. My website is www.thecompletevenueconsultancy.co.uk. My name is Jonathan Waterman, and thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you.